Hello everyone, it's Roidman, and welcome back to Dark Cloud. Last time, we went through another floor and basically got majority of this village basically almost complete. We only have like 80%, 7% of the request done. But if we remember from the old hag, she has two requests. One of them is to be in front of Dran's windmill. The other one is to help Dran. So, we're going to go back into the dungeon. And we have the Divine Beast Dran's chamber. This is the final floor of this dungeon. So, with that being said, before you enter into here, check all your items. We have plenty of repair powders. We do have a throwing stone for some odd reason. Oh, I forgot to use this fruit of Eden. You know what? Let's give it a shout. We do have plenty of stamina drinks, and we're going to use them here. I forgot to buy a bomb. Oh well, we're not going to need a bomb with what we're about to do here, so don't worry about that. If anything, go over here, and this is where you would need... Well, actually, let's talk to this. There's a horn-shaped keyhole. Like I said, Dran's windmill is required to complete in the town. So essentially, there's two buildings that are required to complete this whole dungeon, being your own house, being getting Shao, and Dran's windmill. So let's open this and let's enter in. Be careful, Toan. Seems that Dran is being manipulated, then there's no choice but to fight him. Use your power to break the spell. Divine Beast Dran! So, first thing you want to do, switch to Xiao. Target onto Dran and start shooting at him. Now, when he starts flying down, don't just recklessly think you can just take this whole battle with Xiao, because it'll, one, take forever, and two, Dran will basically charge at you if you decide to attack him improperly like this. Switch to Toan, and then the first things first, like I said, we have plenty of stamina drinks. Let's use them! What you want to do is charge up your blade and then go in for a slice and attack. The stamina drink is to help you with the knockback. You can switch over to your party member and keep doing this pattern. The thing is, if you have a bomb... Oh! You can actually basically do a lot more damage. Oh boy. Dran's... Okay. For a moment there, I thought he was going to charge. Dran does have another attack that you don't want him to do. It's a fireball attack. You allow him to do that fireball attack, he's going to take part of the floor out, and it becomes a lot more difficult to fight him. Oh, ow. Okay. Did not mean for that to happen, but oh well. As long as you're doing this pattern consistently, Dran is very easy for a first boss. But the music! Oh, this music is so great for a first boss. It doesn't even feel like it should be the first boss music. Also, before I switch back over to Xiao, we're going to put another stamina drink on Toan. And then we're going to switch over to Xiao, since we're on this item menu here. Switch back to Toan, and yeah, just follow this pattern, very simple. The stamina drink is basically to help you resist the knockback that happens when when Dran basically reacts to you. Keep in mind with that because some enemies do have knockback attacks that will activate if you are improper on it. Okay, yeah, you're just... There we go! What has happened to me? And who are you? What? You say I was being manipulated? I, Dran, the god of beasts! What an embarrassment! Hey kid, sorry about that. I see, so that's what's been happening on the Earth. The Dark Genie, that's what the old man, the Fairy King, called it. If that's the case, we might be in trouble. I've heard that name before. Long ago, a monster called Black Demon appeared in the East Terra. The creature caused massacres after massacre and almost brought the world to an end. Neither the most gallant knights nor the most powerful of sorcerers could stand before the horror of the creature, much less harm it. Its power seemed as vast as the limitless power of genies, thus people started to call it the Dark Genie. It wiped out nearly all of the known kingdoms of the world. Ultimately, only a few people survived on Earth. Then when all seemed lost, a tribe called the Moon People created an enormous urn that could seal tremendous magic power and trap the Dark Genie inside. The world recovered and peace was restored. The world was saved by the Moon People and their mastery of the magical arts. That's about all I know. If you want to go after the Dark Genie, you better have the Moon People on your side. I hear that the Moon People live quietly deep in the woods, in a place located beyond the Matataki village. The Matataki village is just south of the Northern village. Why not go there first? Odd that the Fairy King, who never liked humans, gave a kid like you the power of that stone. He's got something up. Oh well, I can use some fresh air for a change. Hop on my back. I'll give you a lift outside. I appreciate just how powerful this genie is, but was powerful enough to control me. Be prepared and take this along with you. A world map acquired. This is no plain world map, kid. It's a magical map that takes you to the place you point to, instantly. First, use this map to go to the land of Matataki village. I hear that Moon People live deep in the Wise Owl Forest. Once you reach Matataki village, well, first thing, visit Great Treant. Follow the river and you'll find it. He might look a bit weird, but he takes good care of people. He is sure to give you a hand. So long. Okay, so we did get a village map. Let's check something quickly. Now everything's at 100%. So, if I get back onto the ground here, you can see that our village is now completed. So, Dran comes back. Way to go, kid. The villagers are happy now. I realize what the old man, Simba, saw in you. You just might be able to beat the Dark Genie. As a reward, I will teach you a special technique. The lethal windmill slash. Windmill slash Rip Mastered. It is a powerful charge skill that causes damage to all enemies near you. Charge with 0 button and then release it after you flash 2 times. Be careful though, it eats up weapon power very fast. Well, that's all I can do for now. So long, kiddo. So we now have an upgraded weapon charge attack, which means we have now 2 ways to deal with stuff. If we actually had to deal with 2 Rockanauts, doing a windmill slash would be probably perfect. But let's talk to the mayor to see what he has to say now. How was it? Did you get to see Dran? You did? Oh, I see. Dran is resourceful indeed. What? You're going after the Dark Genie, and you'll leave Norune Village to go to Matataki Village? Matataki Village. That's the Hunter's Village, south of this village. Be careful. For the time being, Norune Village is safe. But as for the other villages... Yeah... The Fairy King did say that the Dark Genie has destroyed basically almost every village. But before we decide to end things off here, there's a little feature I've been ignoring. Through this adventure of this first town, I said selling your bait was a good way to get money. I think it's time for us to start fishing. So, how do you fish, to be exact? First things first. Change your bait. Typically you want to use bait like a Mimi or a Prickly. So let's use a Prickly since that'll give us the good bait here. And then cast your line. And now at this point, it's just a matter of just watching for fishes. If you see something tug onto the bob, just basically go for it. Like this fish, for example. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! There we go! A nunky, 144 centimeters caught. Fishing points, 17. Total points, 17. Record, nunky. And we throw the fish back because this is more or less a good sport. Let's try doing this again with the other bait. And let's go to a different side this time. Let's go for over here and see what we get. Now use your camera angles to just help you take advantage, but the moment your bobber goes down, that's when you want to start pulling up. And more or less, I got a unique story about this. This is actually how I learned how to fish. More or less, before I decided going fishing for a little bit of fun, this game actually teaches you great ways on how to fish. If a fish starts going one way, you want to start pulling the other way. There we go. An Arnoki caught. Fishing points, plus 9. Total points. Unfortunately, we are out of bait, but if I start getting bait, I will come back to here and basically get some fishing done. Because with fishing, you do get some rewards. You can exchange FP points, basically your fishing points, for special items. Like Mighty Healing, Dino Slayer, Undead Buster, Sea Killer. The thing is, like, one thing you definitely probably want to build up are these gemstones as well. But if you get a lot of points, both Ton and Xiao have an item that you can basically buy from here. This probably won't be for a long while since it would just be fishing for a lot of points. But there is a better fishing spot than this, but that's until we get that unlocked. But yeah, with Norune Village now completed, the dungeon completed, and Dran now no longer under control of the Dark Genie's power. Next time on Dark Cloud, we'll be heading off to Matataki Village.